Jake, man.
Shalom.
I think you're, yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine now.
reverse. Shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites who come out here week in, week out. At least someone in the family does. And we're here to prophesy the downfall of the wicked kingdom, which is coming to fruition. Everybody's starting to see it. And we're going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, and Messiah, Ba'ashem, and Kakadash. So, you know, just to start the conversation, there's a lot of wickedness going on. It's an evil world, is what it is. And, you know, the first scripture we're going to get is Psalms 144 and 1. But while we're getting it, I'm gonna you know, warm up your brain cells with what's going on. So just to go around the world, starting from backwards, from the most recent, Iran just got well, they got into little trouble, you know, and that trouble is Esau. So I don't know exactly what happened or how it went down, but you know, it used to be President Trump that was talking shit about Biden, saying that he's gonna attack Iran because he can't negotiate. But guess who attacked Iran?
That motherfucker.
That's a hypocrisy, right?
Yeah.
But so, and what is that? That's conflict. That's war. So you know, keep that in mind. War. I said war. I mean, conflict, a fight. I said those words to keep your mind. This is where we're going with this lesson. So what are we supposed to do with evil? We're supposed to fight it any way we can. Reject it. You know, what did Job say? You know, damn my birthday.
Yep.
Because he was counted himself as wicked, but he was a righteous man. You know, but the thing is, that's going on. And let's talk about the state of Israel. They're behind all of this shit. You know, they're the wicked. They're the fucking Khazarian Empire.
Yeah, because they got that movement of to make what's it called, Greater Israel.
Greater. What the
Israel.
fuck?
And,
So,
and I see, oh, Sluggy, bro. I seen a map though, and expand all the way to Iran.
that's right. And then
I think I'm looking for it real quick, bro.
and Iran just got, you know, into a little scuffle. I'm gonna say a little scuffle because things are gonna get worse. And then we gotta look at what's going on in this continent. We got ICE on the North American, which people say that those are just IDF agents, and those are the Israeli defense motherfuckers. You know, Mossad. They like to do their shit sneaky and behind the scenes, but now we got U.S. soldiers saying that that's not as good as it is. You know, they're not the good people. They're over here fucking kidnapping who? Jake. They're kidnapping Jake. So there's an attack on us, right? And then, not only that, in the land of Issachar, ooh, that shit is getting crazy, bro. They say they killed El Mencho, and that started a whole fucking thing. And there's tribal wars, there's gang wars, and there's like fucking a million. Like yesterday, I was doing my driving app, and I picked up a fare, and they were Mexican. The first people I picked up were Issachar, and we started talking, right? And they were like, dude, they were like spitting game. They were telling me, yeah, there's a million fucking ranchitos. So, and every ranchito gets, if like this is, I don't know how they do it, but you know, a couple of family members got abducted, and now I don't even want to talk about it. But still, I got to tell you, that's happening to every family in the fuck. Did you talk to somebody that's a Mexican, and they're gonna tell you the same shit. Somebody got abducted. They're either dead because they said no, or they're being trained in a facility for war. What did I say first time? War, fight, a conflict, a battle. A battle. This is a battle between good and evil. Let's get that Psalm 144.
Yeah, this is Psalms 144 and 1, a psalm of David. Blessed be Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, my strength, which teacheth which teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight.
That's pretty self-explanatory. Did you understand why I started off like that? Come on, baby. If you're just and GOC and whoever thinks that Edomites can make it, where are they going to make it to? Where are they going to make it to? They're going to make it to slavery. I mean, the only and I've been thinking about this on a lot. The only tribal nation, people nation that are not going to get it as bad as anybody is Japheth. Because remember, they're going to dwell amongst our tents.
Oh yes, right.
As servants.
Because I believe they're the ones that didn't put us through captivity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then that too, just they didn't put us through captivity as the other nations did.
They didn't fuck with us.
Yeah, they didn't really fuck. They were just chilling, you know.
So just imagine those big giant Samoans being our homies, doing what we asked them to do.
Even through the spirit too, like they're cool with Jake too, you know.
I know, man.
You know, in the prison and in the hoods though, they're good with Jake too. So we've been dwelling with the Samoans, you know.
And that's just a prophecy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those are the only people that I believe are not going to get it.
That's
Everybody
bad.
else is well. Then, if you're not going to be a slave, that's good living, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else is going to be a slave.
Let me read it in the NLT because it says, "Praise Yahweh Shem Al Shai, who is my rock. He trains my hands for war and gives my fingers skill for battle."
Let's say you're a regular Jake in the hood. You've never been in a fight. You're a good person. You go to church or whatever, but you know that kind of bullshit, but you believe in the Lord. You get confronted by trouble. 3 dudes come up to you and they're trying to rob you. Oh, you know, perfect example. That brother that was preaching in that fucking Edomite pulled out that 45.
Oh yeah.
Perfect example.
Yep.
This is where I'm going. And the Lord puts the spirit on you just because he thinks you're a good dude. Look at that Edomite. Because he thinks you're a good dude, and you rip the fucking heads off all 3 of those motherfuckers, bullets bouncing off of you, knives breaking on you. Who are you gonna give praises to? Who are you gonna give praises to, man? It's good because we give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, who is my rock. Can you please look up where a rock is? And oddly enough, Peter's a rock. Coincidentally, David is Peter.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I mean, if you have ears, listen, please. Revelation 9. Revelation 9 and 9, or 9 and 10. If you have ears, listen. And that goes to say, if you're Jake, if you're from a tribe, if you're from one of these tribes, listen. This message is for you. And it's going to be crazy up in here. It's going to be popping, you know? So why is it important to have a rock? You know, what's a rock?
You need that foundation.
It's a foundation,
It's a
right?
foundation.
It's a foundation.
Where are you gonna run to?
Where are you going to run to? What is your foundation? There's things, people who dig the rock and they dig out a big square, they pack it down, they put rebar, they put cement, then they put rock to make it to a sturdy fucking foundation so that when things happen, that house doesn't get washed away, right?
Well, that's in the scripture
That's
too.
scripture.
Yeah, it's scripture, yeah.
Everything's in the scripture.
Yeah.
The Lord's telling you, and this is David, man. David was having visions of his family. You know, I think my brain just changed when I found out I was going to be a granddad. My brain started thinking like, man, Abraham was pretty great.
Oh yeah.
Remember I said that? Great, a great father. See, the Yahweh Bashem Yahshai has good mercy to give out and bad mercy to give out.
That's right. Yeah.
So the definition for rock, because like this brother was saying too, like it's the foundation. So if you don't have the rock, you know, it's a stronghold of Yahweh, of security.
Damn, security. Now what could that mean? Security. I know for a fact that when I was going through some trouble, my brain was being constantly attacked. But who was my foundation? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And through that, I discovered that the demons were just fucking with me. I overcame that. and now they are my pets.
Yeah, because he said that before, you know.
You know, but it's what, man? I said that prior to having this feeling, and I got fucked up, and I had to what? I had to fight. That's a team. That's what we're talking about, fighting. But I wasn't fighting like this. It was a fight that I wasn't prepared for in my mind.
And that's you're not gonna get this in the Christian churches or any churches, though, man. They don't tell you about the spiritual war.
They don't tell you about those demons
Yeah.
choking you in the fucking middle of the night. It's called sleep paralysis.
They don't talk about those demons that you got to fight, man. They don't go to Ephesians, what is it, the 5th or 6th chapter? About the principalities, though.
Powers and principalities.
They don't talk about that. You know what I mean, though? And this is the war. They're just carnal, man. They just talk about like the carnal war, though, but they don't talk about the spiritual war, man. You know, because the spiritual war, that's the hard war, though, bro. That's a hard war that you gotta fight, though. You know, because that's what the demons. When you're low, that's when they attack, though, and you gotta fight back, though. You know.
And that's why the description was a fortress, right?
Yeah, it was a stronghold of Yahweh.
I said fortress. You see,
But also too, look at this one in Psalms 18 and 2.
Read it.
Yahweh Shema Shai is my rock and my fortress. That's what he said.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
You see what I was saying? Like before you even knew it. You know what? People hate me. You know why? Because I have a little saying I like to say to when motherfuckers get me mad. I'm always right. And if I'm not right, he will make me right. Motherfuckers hate me. And I'm glad you fucking hate me. Because my attitude is this. You know, this is Psalms 144 and 2. He is my loving ally and my fortress, my tower of safety, my rescuer. He is my shield, and I take refuge in him. He makes the nations submit to me.
Also, that fortress means a castle or defense.
Woo! Baby.
So they're like in this castle, you know.
We are. So let's talk about
the
that.
spiritual, the spiritual castle.
And look at this. This is what a castle would have.
Yeah, it would look like this, though.
And this is actually spiritual because this would represent a gate.
Oh, that's right.
Stands at the gate.
Yeah.
Holler at them crazy mother lovers. But the most important part is, he is my fortress.
Okay, I gotta put this down here.
Yes, sir.
Amos 9 and 11, it says, "In that day I will raise up the tabernacles of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old." You see, and that's the electo right now, So it was the tabernacle, though, David, though, which is the electo, because it's not a temple, though, like a physical temple, because the elect is the temple, though,
And people hate it.
Yeah.
People hate it. Everybody fucking hates it. But guess what? The time for correction is at hand. That mercy that I was talking about that has a flip to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is fucking spiritual because it sounded like she was screaming, right? And right when I said mercy, that's the kind of mercy it's gonna be having. You bitches are gonna get fucking raped. And it's not my fault, it's your fault. You acted crazy. And then second, you fucking weak ass men are gonna die. Yeah, that's all you're gonna hear.
How? Yeah, something.
You love me.
Because they're not going to have.
Yeah, exactly what you
I don't
said.
like being in this position where
Yeah.
I'm forced to be a shining thing, man. We're all wild.
When you said that, she said that.
You know? And like I keep saying to you guys, I have friends on the other side, man. They're looking out for me. But people fucking hate. And I love that.
I got a piece of that. Can I get it?
Please.
I get it.
But when he's getting it, I'm not the one who's making me right. This is a spiritual thing.
Okay. Matthew 10 and 22, it says, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved." So we're gonna, if you have the true word, though, you're gonna come with the correctness, though, and people are not gonna like that, You know, there's other camps though that don't even say the name, the real name, Yahweh Shem Shai though. You know, and you know what I'm saying? Because we tell them that the correct name is Yahweh Shem Shai, they get mad.
Yeah.
You know,
Trying to correct you.
trying to correct you, but in reality, you're the one that's correct though. But they're incorrect though. You know?
And there's a situation called projecting. Okay? It's when you project your thoughts onto others. Why is he so nice? Why is he talking? Who does he think he is?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a terrible thing where you have to where you don't even understand you're being faulty. You know? You don't even understand that you're the problem. Because it's always outside, man. It's always someone else. It's always someone else. It's never inside. Remember that fight I told you I was getting into with those demons? It was inside. It was inside. Nobody fucking saw it, but they saw my face and they knew that I wasn't having a great time. But guess what? That's what depression and all those demons are doing. And that's a real thing, and brothers suffer from it. But they overcome it. Because guess what? Psalms 144 and 1. Blessed be Yahweh Shem Yahushai, my strength, which teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight. So let's look up that word hands. It said hands, right? My strength teaches my hands. But that word is ya'ad, a hand, strength, power, side, part, portion. Let's just talk about that. A portion. What is a portion? When we sit down at the dinner table and our moms make a big meal, there's plates in front of everybody's position, and everybody gets a what? Portion of this, portion of that. I am so sorry to tell you that my portion is huge. His portion is huge. His portion is huge. I'm fucking sorry about that. But guess what? I ain't sorry about that. Motherfuckers, you ain't sorry that you're rich. You ain't sorry that we're poor. You ain't sorry that we're getting kidnapped by fucking ICE. You ain't sorry that cartels are killing our fucking family members. You ain't sorry that you fucking bombed Iran. You ain't sorry that you're killing Arabs and raping men. You ain't sorry that you're fucking raping children and eating them. You ain't sorry about that. That's your portion. But guess what? The portion that we get is to be saved from that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And that's all right with me, baby. Because to tell you the truth, I feel weak most of the time. Like, listen to my voice. I couldn't control that. I just got sick, and everybody's getting sick.
Yeah.
They're saying that it's a COVID 30, and I already said the thing that's gonna get us fucking disconnected. But fuck you, motherfuckers. They're saying it's COVID 30, which you guys label everything crazy, man.
Yeah. It's just scared to scare the people though, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's some shit that you can just overcome it with herbs though, but they
Yeah.
want you to react to what they're telling you though so you could go, buy these fucking medicines and shit, And
Yeah.
be all stressed and everything. That's all it is though.
So let's go to Isaiah 5. Since we're talking about,
Isaiah 5
yes,
and
sir.
1.
Yep.
Isaiah 5 and 1 it says, now will I sing to my well beloved a song of my beloved touching his vineyard. My well beloved hath a vineyard in a very fruitful hill.
Man, that sounds very blessing. And that's, Prophet Isaiah, man. He's telling it, and then I'll read it in the NLT. Now I will sing for the one I love, Israel, 12 tribes, a song about his vineyard. What's a vineyard? You drove down the highway to fucking this place or that place. You see fucking grapes growing. That's a vineyard. How long does that shit stretch? Miles. And they got sections of a big land where there's nothing but vineyards. Well, it's just a metaphor right here. It's a vineyard because it's talking about our kids
That's right, yeah.
and their kids and their kids and their kids and their kids. Never, and I'm gonna give you an example about me. Let's say my kids have get, Ishmaelite wife, which you're supposed to do. Because where did Jake go? He went to Lebanon.
That's right.
And my grandbabies look Arab. They're still Issachar. Let's say the mama says, I'm done with you. And she takes my grandkids to wherever the fuck she's from. Let's say Lebanon. They're gonna marry women that are Lebanese, and their kids are gonna look more Lebanese, but they're still Issachar. That's the vineyard. Yeah, I just said it for 3 generations. In 3 generations, they're still gonna look like you and they're still gonna act like you. For 30 generations, still gonna look like you, still gonna act like you. The time that David was here, from the time now, that's what his vineyard is. That's a big ass vineyard, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Big ass vineyard. It's a lot of fruit.
Fruit, yeah.
What happens with fruit? Sometimes you don't get good fruit. Sometimes you get a good bunch. Sometimes you get a bad bunch in the same vine.
That's true. Yeah. Because I seen it. Yeah, some good, some bad. Yeah.
We've seen it and we know it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you, 2/3, you other camps. Look at what happened to Gorilla Hebrew.
You don't even hear much of that dude anymore. He's irrelevant.
Ever since he talked about being pegged, what the fuck? Are you kidding me, my zesty nigga?
And that happened like I believe it was a year ago or something already,
That
right?
was a year ago.
Yeah, and look, dude he's not relevant
You
now.
see how slow Yahweh Bashmi outside boxes?
Yeah. Yep. Look what he's doing with Deacon, you know?
Look how slow Yahweh Bashmi outside boxes. And that's not slow, he's moving fast.
But he's getting them though.
He ain't getting no points on this ground, my homie. You see how, and then we gotta pray every day, man. Because Yahweh Shimi outside, he's not a nice person. Look what he said. Now I would sing a song for the one I love. The one I love. The one nation
Yep.
he loves.
Israel, yeah. Not all.
There's 9 billion people on this planet. You don't love all of you motherfuckers. And I'm gonna be mean with this number. Let's say, and it's true, let's say there's only 144,000 people that he loves on the planet.
Compared to what, you say 9 billion?
9 billion
Yeah.
compared to 9 motherfucking billion.
You can't even that's a handful. We can't even call it a handful because it's less than that.
A handful,
It's not
bro.
even- it's less than
It's a
that.
fraction,
Yeah, there you go, fraction, yeah.
which goes back to the word portion.
Portion, yeah.
You see, that's why people fucking hate me, because you don't see me put up a lot of videos because this fucking algorithm is against me. And I put up a video showing you, look what this motherfucking people do.
When you
Yeah.
it was like what, 8 seconds, what was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
That's
had to-
crazy.
So the lesson is 30 seconds.
Yeah.
The algorithm doesn't let me. I cut it down 15 seconds. The algorithm doesn't let me. It has to be 1 to 2 seconds. Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
It went from an hour and 10 minutes camp, and I can't even put a fucking short portion of that. And you know who's doing that? You. It's the state of Israel. I know you're doing it. But like I said, I got friends on the other side, man. And my friends do things without me knowing, because your friends do things without you knowing, right? You ever had a homie back in the world? Let's say, and this is gonna sound wicked to the righteous man, but say it's your birthday and you were back in the world, and a homie comes by with a couple of 40s. That just made your fucking day, didn't it? Think about it like that. If you were back in the world, he came with a fucking couple of 40s and some carne asada.
Oh yeah, that would have been your day. Yeah.
Damn, man, let's go commit some crimes together. But I said that to let's commit some crimes together, to let's do something valiant together. Let's stand up against evil together. Let's go ahead, Greg.
So Proverbs 28:8, when the wicked rise, men hide themselves, but when they perish, the righteous increase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that goes with that saying, weak men make hard times make strong men. strong men make good times make weak men.
Yep.
How you think? But what do you think about that, buddy?
Because the wicked, right now, that's why everybody's hiding because the wicked are empowered. You know,
This is the easiest time in the fucking face
They
of
don't-
the earth.
they don't want to
Like these,
be righteous.
like the
yeah.
celebrities, right? The celebrities that have the info of what happens in the industry, though, they can only say so much, though, and but they know what they seen, though, but they can't speak out because what happens to them? The majority of them, they get taken out.
Yeah.
And a mysterious death, you know?
And that happens when they expose you.
Yep.
So what's going on is you go to a party, you go to a fucking place. Let's say it's the Epstein House. And I'm gonna use a real example. There's a movie star, right? You think he's tough, you think he's strong, you think he's this, you think, man, oh, I want to be like him. Michael B. Jordan. That's what I'm talking
All
about.
right, he's zesty as hell. He can talk, but-
And they showed him somewhere fondling a boy, a 7-year-old boy, squeezing his ass. And that boy wasn't doing anything because he was under a trance. He was drugged up. And what happens at that island is, if you look at it on the spot, man, I'm fucking sick of this shit. Is they'll fucking rape his ass, rip it up, and the doctor that's at that island will sew it up, and the psychologist will come in there and hypnotize him and make him forget. These fuckers are sick,
Yeah,
man.
you see? You see? And a lot of these celebrities know what goes down, though, but they're not gonna speak out, right? Because like
And-
you said, they caught dirt on them. They said they've done some shit in there, so they can't even do so. You know, because one chick was talking about he was at one of the parties though, and that remember that show in the '90s, Family Matters. The dad was a cop.
Oh
though?
yeah, well, he's zesty.
Yeah, they said that he's seen him with another man.
And she didn't want to be the mom anymore, and they found her new mom.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So you here looking at this guy like, oh, as a father or whatever in
That's
the
a good
show.
father.
This guy's a zesty motherfucker though.
And now what's he doing? Where's he at? Look at the Coreys. Corey Feldman and the other Corey.
Oh yeah.
This is disgusting, man. You guys are fucking sick, man. One dude killed himself and the other, well, they both. It's like fucking, you know, it's making me want to put my hands on you. But guess what? There's a better way to do that. Because the fight I had in here with those demons, guess what? I conquered them. They can go handle that shit.
Right, yeah.
And that might even make you feel a certain way. Who the fuck does this guy think he is? Why does he get to control those demons like that? I don't get to control them. The Howish, I said, you better do what the fuck this guy says. He's my friend. Going back to that homeboy in the world that brought you a 40 and the carne asada. Now you got a homeboy in the spiritual world hooking you up with sicarios, a hedge around you.
Yeah,
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what you lost, homie. You don't know what you lost by not confessing the name Yahushua. So let me get Philippians 2:9. Because that's the most powerful name in the world. Yahushua.
I'm gonna read this real quick.
Yeah, bro.
Job 30:26. When I looked for good, then evil came unto me,
Mm.
and when I waited for light, there came darkness.
Mm.
That's all there is in this world. So you ain't gonna find the light. You know?
And that's going back to saying we need a role model. And you young suckers see these zesty ass people in Hollywood being role models. And then they show videos of him groping little boys, saying things like, I prefer young boy ass.
And these are your fucking idols, man.
And the worst thing about that is, like the brother said, these are your fucking idols.
You want to be like them, man. You want to be like them, though, but you know what I'm saying, though? You want to be like them, but you want to come out here and do the actual real work, though, you know?
It makes me sick.
Because, you know, what we're doing, it might not seem like we're doing a lot to you people, though, but we are doing something, though, you know? Because we're prophesying and we're speaking against this fucking devil, and we don't got no filter, though, either, you know? Because we know this devil is wicked as hell, though. And we got no filter, and we tell him how it is, man. We tell him to his fucking face, too, man. That he's fucking the devil, man.
Yeah, you are.
You know, so we got no filter, man. and then things like that though, because as his brother said, we got the cardios around us, man, the angels, the spirit
We
of
got
vengeance though.
friends on the other side.
That's all that matters though at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters at the end of the day though. You know?
And
Because
that's important. So
yeah.
like you're saying, that's all that matters at the end of the day, because we're not in control of any fucking thing.
you're not you're not in control. You know, because in these days, man, all we got is just the brotherhood, man.
Mhm.
Your homies in the world, you left them in the world, man. You know, I mean, I'm not saying, if you come across them and everything, you just acknowledge them, but that's about it, man. But you're not gonna, hang out. Like they say, what's today? Saturday?
Mhm.
So your homies probably doing a carne asada. Hey, come over, to my house.
Come over, let's get fucked up.
But you're gonna be what? Nah, coming over here, man. The real brotherhood, though,
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, friends or homie, whatever, they go away, man. But the brotherhood is solid though, man. Like brother said, rock is solid though, because it never misses. Because come out here weekly, the camp though, this is something we do though, man. You know?
Yep. And Isaiah 5, and I'm gonna read it again. 1. Now I will sing for the one I love a song about his vineyard. My beloved had a vineyard on a rich and fertile hill. So,
Israel, yeah,
that's Israel.
That's Israel, yeah.
That's Israel. And you know what? I can't wait to see my friends, the Samoans, the Tonga, the fucking big old Hawaiians. I can't wait to see you guys get your revenge. That is gonna be a fucking thing. And with that said, those guys are huge and powerful as human beings. As huge and powerful as natural human beings. Yahweh made them like that for a reason. I don't know. I don't know why. He made us like this for a reason. In the military, they say the most capable soldier is around 5'8" to 5'10". That's around what we are.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Could be 5'6". Most athletic builds are actually shorter guys. Look at Mighty Mouse.
Mike Tyson.
Look at Mighty Mouse. Oh shit, hell yeah, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's not tall. He's short.
And right now he has a face of remorse.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. But you know what I'm saying? It's hard for us to even fathom what you had to go through. Everybody has to go through different shit. The reason why he's so fucking tough is because he had to go through a whole bunch of fucking rituals.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
That's why he kept going to jail, man. Fuck,
He had to get the tattoo on his face so he couldn't see his real face.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
The tribal one, right?
Yeah.
The only one you gotta say, the tribal one. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You know I'm right.
Yeah.
That's why people get tattoos on their face. Oh, and you know why those Japhet people, they do that scary thing, the Haka dance?
Oh, yeah.
Look at their face. Their face is a beautiful face.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I suspect that is because Yahweh came down a long time ago in his chariot, and they got scared of him, and that's how they responded to him. So that's their tradition. I don't know, I might be wrong, but guess what? Everything's spiritual, and in the spirit, you can't be wrong.
Yeah.
Because you're doing it out of righteousness. This is mad. That's how you people are going to look. I just wanted you to get that in your head. Because when Yahweh comes back with his angels,
Revelation 1:7.
Revelation 1, let's get that, please.
I have Philippians 2.
Yeah,
You
go
want me to
ahead.
get that one?
Get it.
Unless you guys.
No, Philippians 2 and 9 is better.
I got something.
Oh,
Yeah,
please.
Psalms 94 and 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? And that's what we're doing. We're standing up against the government, who are the workers of iniquity.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful, beautiful scripture, man, because that is all. We can't get a scripture that's not true. You understand?
Yeah.
They're all hitting rocks right now.
Who's going to stand up and build this house?
It has to be someone that's been
With stone.
someone that has to
Right. Solid though.
someone that has to got beaten down before by the system. Someone that doesn't have any friends in the system.
That's true. Yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah.
And they always in the movies, there's always they see the underdog that always comes
We're
up.
the goddamn underdog.
Underdog. Like that movie Dodgeball, though, they looked at their team that, man, these guys ain't gonna beat this fitness guys, though, and they're actually, I believe they're called the underdogs too.
Remember, the name. Let's get Philippians 2 and 9.
Are you done with that?
Hold on, let me keep going. Verse 17, unless Yahweh Shema Shai had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence.
Oh shit. See, let's speak on that. If I didn't know that Yahweh Shemi outside has my back and has those angels around me, I'd be scared to say what I'm saying right now.
Yeah, that's real.
You wouldn't be speaking about the truth.
Yeah. Time on
Yeah,
that.
I would be so fucking scared. But I'm so fucking scared of him that coming out here and putting myself in danger with you is much preferable.
But verse 18, when I said, my foot slippeth, thy mercy, O Yahweh Shema Shai, held me up.
How many times have you slipped and then you catch yourself?
Oh shit.
That's not exactly what it means, but he uses that as a metaphor because you know you have slipped before and not fallen, right?
Yeah.
But you know you have slipped and have fallen, and you know the difference.
Yeah, like when you're going through something though, the Most High throws you a bone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're going through this trouble, but guess what? Yahweh Shema Shai comes through for you.
And he's a poet. Yahweh Shemi Yahushai is a poet. He uses things like stumbling blocks.
That's right,
If I had not tripped and someone had held me up, come on, how many times have you seen on the short strip, people are, especially in cold areas,
Yeah, when
slipping on ice, and they don't fall?
Yeah, driveways, they've been slipping though.
What are you thinking about when you don't fall? God, people say, thank Jesus. But you know, you're referring to Yahweh in a sort of way. You know? Yeah, well, yeah, you're referring to your friend on the other side.
It's also when you slip up with the law.
Hell yeah. Have you ever done your taxes or been in a place where you have to say something and it's illegal and the judge gives you a check? Like, you know you slipped up and he'll say something like, oh, you mean this instead of that. Yeah. And you catch it. Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Let me get this last one. Psalms 94 and 19. Yeah. In the multitude of my thoughts within me, thy comforts delight my soul.
See, that's that battle. That's that battle inside your dome.
Multitude of thoughts.
Because you're not fighting one demon, you got legions.
Yeah.
Because if there's a hedge around you, those are the same motherfuckers. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Those are the same angels and demons that are your adversaries.
Yeah.
But just to think about it like this: you're in a gang, they jump you. Guess what? Those are your homies now. They're your brothers. You survive in a sort of way. We know that's wicked, but I just want you to catch on.
Tribulation you gotta go through.
Let's get that Philippians 2 and 9.
Philippians 2 and 9, it says, wherefore God also hath highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name.
And name Yahushua, baby.
Yep.
And name Yahushua. Why can't you say it?
In the scriptures, you know that's the cornerstone. You know, he's that cornerstone.
And just to put you guys in a fucking position where you can't deny his name. In the book of Judges, our dear friend Joshua, Judges 10, what did he do? He was having so much fun slaying the Amalekites and slaying this guy and those kites. He said, he said, stop, son. Stop, move. And this brother did a lesson on that. And Nasty said there was fucking 48 hours missing. Or 72 hours? Around there, right? Maybe even 92, he said.
48.
48. There's 48 hours unaccountable where you guys are fucking retarded, man.
Is that when the sun stayed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
That's crazy.
Can you imagine fucking slaying God's enemies? And you're like, I can't get this done in this amount of time. And then how about somebody outside is like, all right, ask. And he didn't say it. He put that thought to an angel, and the angel put that thought in you, and made you look like a super fucking hero in front of the nation of Israel. He said, check this out, homies. Stop. Let's go. Let's continue. And it was going to be dark. Everybody knew it was going to be dark. Some Israelites might have been like, I can't wait till the sun goes down. I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
And then you know for damn sure the enemies were like, oh, okay, as soon as the sun goes down, this happening is gonna stop.
It's gonna stop. Yeah.
Both of those things took into consideration from Yahushua, and he was like, nah, check this out. Or maybe even Yahweh, because Yahushua, it could have been Joshua. You know, we don't know, but that's what
Well,
Joshua
he
means.
has that name though.
He
Yeah, I
has
was gonna
that
tell you,
name.
he has that name.
He delivered.
He delivered. Yeah, and he did though. You know, he did though.
Why would it be so hard for you to believe that Yahushua was there? And he actually fucking said, you know what, stop right there. And stop right there.
Spiritual. Yeah.
And continuing the onslaught of your fucking enemies. Surprising them. Then, god damn it, it's supposed to be dark.
Yeah. That's why in the book of Judah it talks about when they're with their power, you know, Yahweh, they're gonna, you know, proceed though. You know what I mean? But when they're not with the power though, they're not, you know, gonna proceed though, prosper. I mean, so that's the thing though. So the nations know we're dealing with our power though. You know, that's why Ray, what's her name? The harlot, Rahab. She was like, oh, it's because I was frightened though, you know, and things like that. You know, even those people, those I think they're Hamites though, that they told them that they lived far away, but they actually lived closer to them, and then they ended up in the book of Joshua, the 8th chapter, and they put them to, because they lied though.
For the slave.
Yeah, since you know he they took an oath saying, okay, we won't murder you, but you know what, we'll put you in slavery though, because you did lie though, you know. Yeah, see, so they just had their fear though. They had the fear though. You know what I'm saying? These people right here, they had the fear though.
And guess what? They got slayed by their own people.
Yeah.
Because they said these motherfuckers went against us.
Uh,
Knowing. And they did it sneaky too. They were dressed like bums. They came humble.
Yeah.
Done. But Gideon was like, you motherfucker. Ah.
Yeah.
Or who was it? Joshua maybe? It
Uh,
was Joshua probably.
I think it was Joshua because this is the book of
Yeah, 'cause
8th
it's
chapter.
we're still continuing from the destruction of all the enemies, right? So the 10th chapter is when he told the sun, the moon stop, and it continued
to the judges though.
Yeah.
And I think Gideon was in the judges, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you know in the book of Judges, it just in that book that was going around, and going off. That's why the book of Judges they needed judges in that, you know.
And right now we're gonna need judges.
Yeah.
That's why Isaiah 4:1 is prevalent.
And then it's like I said, judge you back to God, right? God though. So you can't tell me what Joshua did though at that time. The sun stayed that long in the sky though.
Yeah,
That's not. He's not a god though. Like you know,
no
he didn't have
God,
power
though.
though.
And today I was watching a short from granddad Apostle Sahar, and this Edomite was like, y'all brown people, especially the Negroes, have some sort of power. They're noticing. They're noticing. And I'm, you're gonna curse the day when you see me flying into your house or into your bunker. Yes, I might be a god at that time, but I'm still gonna eat all your fucking food. I'm gonna make you think everything's okay when it's really not. And my favorite, it's gonna sound weird when I say it. My favorite demon is actually the Terrifier. You know that clown movie? All those guys, they're pretty cool. You know, not really cool. I'm just saying that you're gonna be my weapons, and you're gonna terrify those people. Like the Terrifier, they're not really bad person, because if you watch Terrifier 1, these two bitches that he fucking started murderizing, they were actually lesbians.
Makes sense.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Doesn't it make sense?
Yeah.
The simple things in life are the fucking easiest things in life.
And you mentioned that I know you brothers watched that Walking to Derry. You know, with Dad though, with the stones though, you know, the rocks though. Yeah, man, it's a spiritual show, man. It starts slow in the beginning, but it's a spiritual slow. And then the one that was getting the trans still visions was Jake though. You know, so these people know the power that we have, man.
That's one of my wives right there.
See,
I'm gonna claim that bitch. How react? She made me, feel that too. But like, that's a terrifying thing, right?
Yeah. You know,
to know that those powerful, they're really demons, but they're angels also. They're working for you. How about me outside and you get to contract them out?
Yeah,
You
contract
get
them out.
to contract them out. I'm not saying I own them. How I said you can control them. It's like getting a lease for a house. You control that house while you're there. Joshua controlled the sun while he was there.
And that's power, though.
That's power.
That's power. You know?
And that's a power right there.
Yeah.
Right? Do you know when you hit the switch, a lot of power goes to that light bulb, and the light bulb turns into a light? Do you know when you turn on your car, a lot of power flows through that vehicle?
All that power, yeah. When you step on the engine.
Do you know that those wires are transporting huge amounts of power? It's all about power. Listen to that. That's horsepower. Our people have spiritual need, but physical limitations, right? They want to be spiritual, but they also want to be worldly. You know, the watches have their fucking powerful trucks.
Yeah. It's these little the little Jakes, though, you know, Edgars.
That's amazing how projection works. You know, projection is a horrible disease. You project your thoughts on someone else, like Deacon. He's on the list next. He's the next thing.
I got a precept for that.
Go for it, bro.
2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived.
You can't tell me that applied to him with that G-Wagon.
Like, I can't even stand the way he fucking talks.
I never
man.
liked
He tries to talk like a white dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to talk like a white dude.
You could tell he tries to talk like he's smart for intelligence, though, you know?
And I'm not trying to talk like I'm smart. I'm trying to use words that make sense. Because in reality, when I'm explaining everything I'm saying, I know how to be a teacher.
As long as you're getting this word out, you know, don't matter how the hell you say it.
And I want you to ask me questions. Right? I want you to ask questions. I want you to say, who the fuck do you think you are? I want you to do that. I want you to say, I wonder if he's right.
Yep. You got more?
And then next verse, 2 Timothy 3:14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
That's a message there, because you have to continue on saying the name even though times are going to get fucking tough. But they're not going to be tough.
And there's no way we could switch up the doctrine, because the doctrine's already 100% truth already.
There's no fucking way you can step back out of the mafia. You're fucking in it.
Yeah,
Nothing you can change what the apostles already teach. They already broke down everything.
Yeah. They
literally covered everything, you know? And you can still find it on YouTube, but there's going to get a time where, what does Amos, the 10th chapter mean, though?
It's going to be on the YouTube.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the power.
See?
But now they want to break down something new.
You can't break. And the thing, you know, is Edomites are breaking down the scriptures based on the way Apostle Hart breaks down the scriptures.
They're going into like prophecies, right?
Yeah, they're going into prophecies.
Right.
They're going into Isaiah 4:1, which is something that is inevitable now. I see it now. I used to say, I don't know how the fuck that's going to happen.
Right, yeah, they couldn't complete the fact that actually
now
happened.
I do. Because I had to fight those demons. And when a weak man fights those demons, he gives up.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you got a scripture in here.
Yeah. Jeremiah, that was it though?
Yeah.
Jeremiah 20:9, it says, then I said, I will not make mention of him or speak any more in his name, right? So he was like, I don't want to do it though. But I was a demon, you know, to Jeremiah, right? But it says, but his word, see, the word is powerful, you know? The word is powerful. As in my heart, as a burning fire shut up in my bones, and I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay. See, so he had to preach Jeremiah, you know? And that's the thing. So that was a demon fucking with him at that time, saying like, nah, don't do it. But like I said, his word is just powerful. Then he had a feel in his bones that he had to go out there and preach though, you know? So it's the same thing with us, brethren, though, you know?
I got that feeling in my pocket, got that feeling in my soul.
Yeah.
Ooh, whatever that song is, I'm just trying to put shit in perspective. You know what I'm saying? And the power is real. You could be sitting, you could be sitting on the toilet, and you get a fucking wave of influence of things that you want to talk about, things that you want to read in the scriptures. You know, people do things like that all the time. Like, what's his fucking name? Nikolai Tesla. That fool couldn't sleep. He was like, how do I get the fucking power from here that I know is here into this device? Can you imagine fucking thinking like that? Well, that's how we think. Not everything is based on Yahweh Shem Yahushai, okay? Everything is him. Everything is Yahushai. I don't have sex with fucking married women because Yahushua is gonna fucking stick a sword in me and kill me because he fucking told me don't fucking do that. He left a fucking message in the Bible. He left me orders. He left you orders. He left you orders. Things that you shouldn't fucking do that you're not gonna do. Because deep down inside, you know you're gonna get fucked up. And that's why 2/3 needs to get fucked up. Because there's this thing where, ooh, I think this is hot.
If it's not me, it's someone else. Might as well
Yeah.
me. You know, that's the thought, man. That's wicked, though, man.
But the problem is the bitch.
Yeah.
The woman is wicked.
Yeah.
The woman is so fucking wicked. The woman,
I was in the scripture, she wiped her mouth like she did nothing.
and that's exactly what it is. And what's she wiping? That fucking apple. Remember? So she took a bite of that apple. Everything is metaphoric, and everything goes back to, everything stays in here in the Bible. She's wiping her mouth from that apple that Satan told her to take a bite of that apple.
Nothing wrong, nothing harmful, you know? And look what happened. You know, it's the same thing because America allows adultery to happen, though. Why is it not a crime, though? Why, you know? In other countries, though, if this woman was caught with this married man, though, they probably stone them, both of them. Like, and that even goes back to the scriptures, you know?
Or what they would actually, some countries, what they would actually do is they would tell that husband, and that husband has to kill that bitch, and he has to fucking kill that man.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's gonna die too.
Like, hey, man, handle your business, though, you know?
And that's all based upon fear.
Yep.
Fear of their society becoming like this.
Yeah, and that's why the influence that America's trying to produce to these other countries, though, they ain't having it, you know? They ain't gonna allow this shit. And then you know what I'm saying, though? So it's the influence, though. But all these fucking married women are running around, though, because they know they can do so, you know? But if it was going back to the scriptures, though, a lot of bitches would be dead right now, you know? And then the other ones would be fearful not to do so, and they wouldn't be adultery no more. Oh, as much, though, you know?
So my brother said, influence. Influencers. Influence.
And we're in that time of influence, right?
Yeah, we're in that time of influence. So, you got these bitches walking around with fucking fake ass lips, fake ass hair color, talking about you're lying, you're wrong. Bitch, you're lying. Those ain't your fucking lips and those ain't your fucking hair colors. It's interesting to me how bitches like that, and that's 90% of you women, have someone. And they don't respect that one. But I'm confounded on how you fucking men tolerate this. How the fuck you gonna let that bitch get fake ass lips? You know what a woman does? She'll look in the mirror and say, oh, I'm fat. I'm gonna get surgery. You know what a man does? Oh, I'm fat. I'm gonna lose weight.
Yeah, work out.
Oh, he's chilling with me. You know, like I said, things are attractive to us. And you know what? It's like when you women look in the mirror, you know you done fucked up. You know you're getting old. You know that there's nothing you can fucking do. You can't work out to get those people away.
Yeah.
You can't work out to get your fucking attitude straight. There's no amount of pills that you can take to correct your behavior. But a man is different. A man will be, this bitch, I can't control it. How did there to buy?
Because I got there's a saying, though, by, can I get it real quick? By Robert Mugabe. He said, you cannot give a woman everything she needs, If God Himself gave them eyebrows, they shave it and draw their own. God gave them nails, they cut it off and fix their own. God gave them hair, they cut it off and fix their own. You know, Judite woman. He gave them breasts, they repack to it they want. God still gave them buttocks, they arrange it to the size they want. If God can't satisfy them, then who are you to think you can please them? And he said, my brother, don't kill yourself.
And that's not a joke. Don't kill yourself. Men actually have
Yeah.
the highest rate of suicide because of a fucking bitch. I'm sorry that happens to you, but like it said, God gave you eyebrows and you fucking shave them off
and draw a fucking
and get a tattoo over how you want them to look.
yeah. Issachar woman do that.
You dumb bitch. That's how he wants you to fucking look.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do to change that. And God's so funny. You'll be like, I want a BBL, and then that BBL will get you sick.
You get a fucking infection or something.
Mhm.
Which a lot of women have died from that shit too. You know, infection. They go to fucking down south or somewhere, or they get that shit and then they fucking die over there. You know.
And the cruelest thing, how about Shimmy Shai does, is he makes you upside down Dorito bitches. Like you guys have a fucking nasty flat tortilla butt, small hips, and a big old fucking top.
That's fucking ridiculous. Man.
And you're walking around like you're sexy. You ever seen that shit?
Yeah, I've seen that.
It makes me fucking laugh every time I see you.
I don't. Yeah, that's nasty though. You know.
And you know what the number one thing older woman says when she looks in the mirror? I don't like the way I look. She's not gonna say it. Then why are you looking in the mirror so much doing this? I look in the mirror and I look at my teeth. Oh shit, I just lost. Oh shit, I got a pimple. Oh shit, this is that. Oh fuck, fucked up my hair. Hey, what's this? I'm bleeding. I am kind of fat. I need to run. My chest is kind of weak. I need to do some bench press. My arms are kind of small. I need to do some curls.
Yeah. See.
And all that behavior is not how all men think. And so that behavior is based upon being humble. Because a woman is not humble. You look in the mirror and like that dude said, he gave you eyebrows and you'd be like,
I don't want. So you don't kill yourself over a fucking woman, man. You know what I mean? Don't do that shit though. You know these women, don't give a. They don't think about your needs and your wants and shit though, because they want you to satisfy their needs and wants and shit. You know, and then that's already going into idolizing a woman and shit though. You know, if the woman's supposed to be chasing you. You're not supposed to be chasing that fucking woman.
good point. So Apostle Tahar was putting up a video, a remix video of a brother that made a video, and this jiu-jitsu lady was like, if a man can't protect me, I might as well get with a woman.
Oh yeah, this is yeah.
Talking about the time of apocalypse.
Yeah.
You know, when a man needs to be a fucking man. If he can't hunt, if you can't fish, if you can't grow, if you can't fight, if you can't do all these fucking things, I might as well get with the woman because at least I'll have emotional support.
True. Yeah.
And I said that verbatim exactly how she fucking said.
Yeah, and that goes to the scriptures, Isaiah 4:1. You know, we're a man of the Lord, man. Isaiah 4:1 though. You know, with the woman, we're gonna get on this side though. You know, we're gonna get on this side though. You know,
we're gonna lock them in on this side. They're gonna go with us, and that's gonna be the multitude.
Yeah, exactly. So
that makes sense. Then.
That makes sense. How? Because in the kingdom, why? It is the kingdom already though. You know, because I think Bishop Nate tried to say, oh, that's talking about in the kingdom though. Like, how is that in the kingdom though? You know what I'm saying? They say we will make our own food, our own clothes. We will, pretty much start just, what's it called though? Let us be known that in your name though, you know?
Your name.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying though? But in the kingdom, they don't have to do all that because we're going to claim already as it is. That's our kingdom already. Why would they even have to, like, nah, you're ours already though, you know? But what does it show? In that time though, they're going to have to work for we're going to be the price though, man. They're going to have to work in order for us to see, okay, well, you guys even worth it though? I'll keep making mine though.
And that's why Yahweh Shemi Shai is putting us through the fire. We're finding us as fine gold and silver. Is fine through the fire. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense now. These naughty bitches are gonna have to work for our last name. No way I'm gonna fucking love you.
Yeah.
At least
because it said in scripture, not let me be a reproach, which not be, they're gonna want pregnant though.
At least not like I love tacos. I love tacos more than I love women. You should be ashamed of your fucking self.
That shows that is a woman these days, though.
And you young men are fucking retarded, man. I was out, school and doing my training, and this young guy was like, "They're gonna caterers. Yeah, I wish they had In-N-Out catering." And I was like, "Man, wouldn't you rather have tacos?" And all the ladies were like, "Yeah, tacos, yeah, tacos." And he got mad at me, and he was like, "I just want protein." And then I said, "Well, burgers ain't protein, bro. You get a steak." And he was like, "As long as I get it, I get it." You see how that happened?
Yeah.
He was just fighting with me, and I was laughing. And then the dummy said, "I just want $1 million." And then, I heard. Do you guys ever hear the story about the piece of M&A contest?
That when he
Yeah.
yeah.
I told him, "Look, I already had $1 million. That ain't shit." And he was like, "You got offended again." And he was like, I want what I want." Okay, good.
Yeah. Jake is just
Jake is just
fucking immature, emotional, man.
Mhm.
That's all they are, man.
And I said that just to prove a point because that's kind of man women will take advantage of.
Yeah, exactly though. See?
That's why the suicide rate is high upon these things. Cause ain't no fucking way a woman's gonna do that to me. At least she's going out. I'm changing the locks, bitch. All your clothes is gonna be out in the fucking dumpster, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they like the fact you put your foot down. They might not tell you though. They might not show you, but they like that shit.
You know what? You're 100% on that. Because when I hate a bitch, she likes me more. But she doesn't understand that I actually fucking hate you.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's used to what the simps around her that they go for, but then you're the one that be like, man, you don't phase me, bitch, though,
And I literally am right now at this stage of my life beating bitches off with a stick. But they don't get that I actually fucking hate them. Like, stop talking to me. You know what one of my homegirls at that nursing place said? You walk with your butt sticking out. Meaning that she likes my physical appearance, right? It's not that I walk with my butt out. It's because I do squats and it's muscular. So I walked out, and then she told all the other girls, and I'm the only guy in there. And then she told all the girls, and they're like, yeah, it's got a big butt. And I walked in right when they were saying that, and then they go silent. I think they were fishing for conflict,
Yeah.
I figured that out, so then I just like, oh. And you're gonna face that too, brother. You're gonna have that. Look it. When those girls that are gonna be flocking to us find out that this brother lives alone, that house is gonna be packed with business. And he's gonna have to take all them ladies to the fucking welfare office because he got them all pregnant. And they're all gonna have to get food stamps. And they're all gonna be a reproach because they're all gonna be having babies. And they might even come with babies already. And those are the multitude. Remember, those are the multitude. Those are the young men and young women that are gonna grow up looking at us. Oh, that's how you're supposed to act.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're not supposed to hit mom. You're supposed to tell her shut the fuck up and sit down and go make some food, bitch.
Right? Yeah.
And that's how it is, brother.
Yeah.
If you have a woman, if you tell that woman, I hate it when you sit down on that couch and don't do nothing. She's gonna sit down on that couch just for that attention.
Yeah. That's how it is. That's how it is, though. So like I said, a woman though, you know what I'm saying? She's supposed to be the peddler of rest, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
The time wise and things like that. She's your what's that called? Possession, though.
Mm-hmm.
She's your possession, though. According to the scriptures, tells you don't be like a lion. Be a fucking wife beater type shit. You know what I mean? Because if you're putting your hands on the woman as it is, though, you shouldn't even be with that girl. To be real with you,
Yeah.
If she's making you where you got to put your hands on her, you should get the fuck out of there. Because then you're gonna get the fuck out of there into a jail, prison. You know?
Mhm.
How many Jake's gone to prison because of a woman though? How many Jake's doing life because of a woman though? Jake's nowadays getting backdoored by a woman and all this shit getting killed over a woman though, you know? That's why, you know what I mean? Like I said, in this society, like in this time though, I look at these women though, they're not even, they're a turnoff to me though, because they're not even humble. Like, it's like how your brother said though, like you see a nasty ass bitch and bitch thinks because she got so-called personality, she got it all. Get the fuck out of here,
She's
man.
got a bad personality.
Bitch, if you're humble though, then you know what I'm saying. Like, you know, I'll probably like, you know what I mean, talk, but not like that. But it's just like, come on, bitch, you know your status, know you're not all that though. Humble yourself. But we live in a time right now where these women are just like think they got something going on and they're ugly as fuck, you know. Saying I'm not attracted to these women though. I'm not. I really ain't attracted to these women. You know what I'm saying though? Until they get humble though, then that's when it's like, all right, what's going on with you? But right now, I'm not. You know, these women, they're turnoffs to me, man. They really are, bro.
It's because of those sins.
Yeah, no sense. Esau, you know, going back to Esau, letting them
Wickedness.
do what the fuck they want though.
Because Esau will let his wife have sex with another man, more specifically a black man, and he'll want to watch.
Exactly though.
And he'll fantasize that he's a fucking woman. Sick ass.
Sick ass. Man, this is the fucking, these are the devils that are running the world right now, you know? Going back to his brother's lesson though, you know, these are the evilness of this fucking devil, man, that's going on because he allows this shit to happen though, you know? And he's trying to control the world though, you know? You know, we speak about how they attacked Iran though today, but they're trying to get spread though, man. You know? They're trying to fucking spread.
Now let's go back to that. And that's how you control the people. You say, okay, you pick, so like let's say a bully. What does a bully do? Bully picks on someone that's defenseless.
Yeah, weaker, yeah.
Or weaker. Iran is, you know, something's going on with Iran that we can't see. You know, it's got to be something nuclear. It's got to be something technological. They got something.
They got something that Esau's wanna, you know.
They got something that he wants.
Yeah.
They got something they're afraid of.
Yeah, because they're threatened though, you know. I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Habakkuk 2:5 it says, yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death. See? And cannot be satisfied, but gathered into him all nations, and heapeth into him all people. See? So this guy needs to just go out, man. He's not a keeper at home. He needs to always be moving, going, you know?
He wants to claim everything. His desires are his hell.
That's hell, man. So he's not gonna stop until he got what he wants though.
So his desires is his hell, like the grave is what they're talking about.
Yeah, because he says because he transgresses by wine.
And the wine is an idea or a philosophy.
Yeah.
Because it gets you drunk and it gets you into that. Like, take the woman, back to the woman. She's drinking that wine. That's why she wipes her mouth, that wine. You know, she's thinking that, I'm a bad bitch. You're so right. But your bad isn't terrible.
Yeah,
you know?
the actual bad. Yeah.
And actual bitch as in a female dog that deserves no respect. And you know what women will say to a man like me and you? They'll say, you're a dog. And I'll say, exactly, because I'm faithful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's my boo right there. You know? And you know what I'm saying? You use the words incorrectly. Like, what you're doing to Iran is you're projecting, oh, they got weapons that we should be afraid of. Of course they do. So do you.
Yeah, what about you guys? Yeah.
You got weapons that they're afraid of, because I've never seen no nation stand up to you
and go try what's that called?
and start shit with you.
Yeah, and come into the States though, you know?
Japan did. What happened to Japan?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to Japan? You see, you're a bully. But China's onto you. China said, you know what, motherfucker? We got this. Remember that one ambassador? He said, if you send a missile this way, we're gonna send this. And he gave you the schematics. It has a hydrogen bomb, it has nuclear bombs, it has like 12 nuclear bombs and one hydrogen bomb. And you might not understand what that means, but he has 12 big boys
Yeah, because he said they're gonna attack. Well, guess what? Expect retaliation. Sounds like war to me though.
And you know what I think China's like? China's that kid you bullied.
That little Asian kid
That
that
little
by
kid.
himself. Yeah.
Because in World War One, they were fucking. Woo! Okay, China is a big place, right? There we go, baby. You want me to talk about this, huh? China is a big place, but Japan is a small place. Japan had China scared. Now Japan is scared of China.
Yeah.
China's being aggressive. They're constantly pouring sand into the the eastern side of China, which goes into the west. Pouring sand, building shit, getting closer to Taiwan.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they're getting to Taiwan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Building shit closer and closer because if this is the ocean
The little islands.
and I build something here,
Yeah.
somewhere in the Geneva Convention or the international laws says I have to have a certain amount of safety around. So if I claim this area, it has to be like 1,000 miles this way and around that
Radius, yeah.
the radius or some shit like that that you can claim. So they're getting closer and closer to fucking Taiwan.
So that's why they're building. Yeah. Smart though, smart move.
You guys.
And that's what Esau don't want though.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
But they don't tell you that.
Yep, that's what they don't tell you though.
They don't tell you that.
Yeah.
Because Taiwan makes the fucking most sophisticated microprocessors and processors in general. Those are the little fucking chips that make this tablet so fucking awesome and fast.
Yeah, because that's what this comes from, right? Taiwan. Yeah. That's right.
But they're using it for weapons. They have specific purposes for weapons. Why do you think these phones exist and these tablets? It's just practice.
Yeah.
You buy a fucking like me. I just got this phone, right? This camera phone. It's amazing. It's the S25. Now they got the S27. Then I get the S27 when this one runs out of when it starts fucking up. Guess what? I got the S27. Yeah. But now they got the S35.
Yeah.
It never stops.
It never stops. Continues though.
And China has that nuclear reactor that I said was a living sun that they had.
Oh yeah.
I misunderstood it. But it's a nuclear reactor.
It's artificial sun, they say?
Yeah, the artificial sun.
The artificial sun, yeah.
They're right about it. And it powers fucking. But guess what? China doesn't have resources like we do. They don't have water, so they'll take your water. So you guys are having these fucking conflicts. These little fucking get backs and fights and wars. And when you threaten another country, we don't know what's going on the back, on the dark side of the Black Ops. The operations that we don't know about. But those government officials do. And guess what? They're scared of you.
Yeah.
They don't want that shit happening in their fucking place.
Exactly.
That fucking scares me.
Yeah, because all this shit that we don't know of though, that's happening, like literally as we speak though, and it's not putting out in the media though, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And all this shit is going on though, you know, these black ops, all these other fucking people though, man. It's never fucking know.
And it's not even Passover yet, when something major is gonna happen.
Yeah.
By the time Passover gets here. And look how hot it is right now.
Yeah. It's not even March though.
It's not even March.
Yeah, we're barely gonna get to March though. And then those files though are just a distraction. It's something something big to come though, you know?
Did someone already get Isaiah 10?
Oh no.
Let's go to the Isaiah 10, what the previous laws are. Because while I'm telling you about that if you build something here, there has to be a radius of protection. Something has to be protecting it, right?
Yeah.
It's a law. It's a fucking law. It's called maritime law. You know, you make laws where it's, look at, like, let's say the gun law. That's a good thing. If you make a gun this year and it passes all your qualifications, and next year that same gun, you're gonna make up new rules that make that gun illegal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a grievous law. And then you make people have they have to have medical insurance. They have to have car insurance.
Yeah, yeah.
You
And
have to have homeowners or renters insurance.
yep. All that shit though, man, just like to just get money out of you, man. Because what is it that if you get in a car crash and everything though, it's happened to my car though, I'm like, man, like is this too fucked up where I can't like, fix it and everything though, and you gonna buy insurance, but how many car crashes like you pay 500 a month, let's say, for a car, two cars though, but it's man, that's 1,000. That's like how much you make the math though, and you didn't get on a car crash that year, or 2, 3 years, 5 years, and you gave the insurance to these people for that much though. Come on now. So
Yeah.
it's just like sometimes we don't got the money though, man.
Yeah.
$500 though, that's people's have to rent, man.
And if you let 1 month go by where you don't pay, they cancel your insurance.
Yeah.
And then try to get back on that fucking insurance.
Yeah, because I didn't have insurance, right? And then I got a letter from the DMV saying it's, you know what I mean?
How
I had
do
to
they
get,
know?
yeah, you have to get insurance though. They're
Because-
gonna suspend my shit.
Because those grievous laws, those punk ass insurance motherfuckers, they said this nigga can't pay. Okay. Hey, DMV, got some information
About this driver
about
right here.
this guy.
Yeah.
And they have to report people that lapse on their insurance and they can't pay. Let 6 months go by where you don't have insurance and you're fucking driving around and you get pulled over. Say goodbye to your car.
See, those are all the grievous fucking
Yeah, if anybody got it.
you got it? Oh, Isaiah 10:1 it says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed."
Fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I remember they wouldn't, if you didn't have your seatbelt, they wouldn't give you a ticket though. But now they fasten your. I remember seeing those commercials back in the days. It's fasten your seatbelt, this and that. And now they will give you like 300 tickets for not wearing a seatbelt.
Yeah, and now they're trying to say that if you're up to 17 years old, you have to be in a car seat. What about motherfuckers that drive cars at 16?
That's stupid.
That's fucking stupid, yo.
Yeah, that's why that guy Jesse Ventura. He said he went to war, but when he came back to the States, he wasn't old enough to buy beer. He's like, but you have me out there risking my life though. But when I come back to the States, I'm not old enough to buy a beer, but I'm old enough to go kill people.
And that dude's Mexican, bro. You don't know it, but he's fucking Mexican. Why do you think he lives in Mexico?
Yeah, Ventura, yeah. You see, that's what I'm saying though. So the laws are just retarded right here, man. These laws are fucking
He
retarded
said,
though.
fuck you guys, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
He said, fuck your laws. Oh, he was a governor.
Yeah. For
Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah.
Minnesota governor. How do you think he knows that these laws are crazy?
Yeah.
He's like reading those fucking laws. Who the fuck wrote this?
Yeah. Because he's stern though.
He had enough of that bullshit. And
Yeah.
remember that scene when he was in Predator? He tried to give everybody some chew. And he said, you guys are a bunch of slack jaw faggots.
Yeah.
This shit'll put hair on your balls. Make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. I'm not saying that you should go out and chew fucking tobacco. But take a look at his attitude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a stern man. He's a stern man.
Yeah. And the people, the guy that they were scared of on that movie set was Billy.
Oh,
Native American.
the native, yeah.
It's okay to be fucked up in your head, because look at what we have been going through. But if you can't control it, if you can't fight those demons, you're gonna end up like Billy, crashing out on every motherfucking body.
That's how he met his match.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was fucking scared of him. That boy big.
Yeah.
Billy wasn't that fucking big. So he's Native American, bro. And that's God's warriors.
He's warriors, though.
Imagine having a spirit on you that people are scared of.
That's a heavy spirit,
And I know it's a movie, but he's the first one that took on that fucking predator. He said, I ain't running no more.
Yeah, because there was another movie, The Predators, where they got him and they threw him on this planet, though. And then remember, they were and it was that samurai. Remember, he was gonna fight him, but it was before that. It was Billy, though. He was the one that stood toe to toe with the Predator,
And he fucking said,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to talk about the character of the movie. I'm trying to talk about the character of the Israelite people. When we get fucking sick and tired of your bullshit.
Rebel. Oh, they call us rebel, but it's no.
And young folks, YNs say it's crashing out. Whatever you fucking call it, man. It's we had enough. You know?
It is. Yeah, we can't enough with these fucking laws, man.
Why can't I have fucking 2 official wives?
And
Why?
then they put it like in that term, I forgot what it's called. What is it called?
Polygamy.
There you go, that.
But faggots can have 2 motherfucking husbands.
And adopt 2 babies. You know how crazy that sounds?
Those decrees, man. Those decrees, man.
They're fucking crazy. They're grievous to the righteous man, though, you know? And that's the thing. 3, 2, you know what I mean? Fucking fruitcakes could adopt a black baby, though.
Do sexual
And
things.
do shit.
And it's coming out that most of those homosexuals that adopt boys end up molesting them.
Yeah, they do shit because they got that shit done to them. And they just do it to them.
It's a wicked world. Going back to those speech gates and fucking Epstein files. You guys are fucking done for, man. How you getting? The time is coming. And now they're trying to say, oh, but we're going to do the UFO. We're going to release UFO files. Get Revelation 1:7. Better please, I know you guys.
I got one.
Hey, there's
Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. See? You can't tell if people ain't mourning right now.
everybody's sick of this shit, man.
Everybody's fucking tired. There's no fucking jobs. You know, the kids ain't listening to their parents though. You know what I'm saying though? The food prices are fucking hella high.
Sky high.
You know what I'm saying though? You know what I'm saying? The cost of living is fucking high though. So you can't tell your regular. The Edomites are speaking against these other Edomites though. Even your own people are speaking up against you though. You know?
Yeah.
So they're feeling it though. But hey, now you Edomites know how these people felt through all these years though. You going through afflictions, well, guess what? Suck it up though, like how we did.
And it ain't over.
And then it's gonna get worse. You know?
And the thing about it getting worse is that's literal. It is gonna get worse for you. You're gonna like that one dude. I can feel it in my body. Ooh. Yeah. You know, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna see us, and you're gonna feel sick to your fucking stomach. And you're like, oh, I don't like the way it makes me feel, and you don't know how, why or what, why this happened. You don't know why your wife want to be with us. You don't know why your daughters want to be with us. You don't know why your sons want to be our children. You don't fucking know none of that shit. It's gonna make you sick to your stomach.
Yep.
There's a saying, you get what you reap, right? You reap what you sow what you reap. Yeah. Let's get Revelation 1 and 7. We're gonna wind it down now because Trump's like, oh shit, we're gonna find out all the nasty things I did. Let's get these UFOs in front. Because I know that's a big topic, and I know everybody is gonna forget about what I did.
Yeah.
No, we ain't. Dang. Get crashed out.
Revelation 1:7, it says, behold, he cometh with clouds, every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen.
Now, why is everybody gonna see him? Because the Earth's atmosphere is gonna be like Independence Day. There was all kinds of big motherships all over the fucking planet, so big that wherever they were, everybody from that area could see them.
Yeah.
And now, what's hilarious is you want to release UFO information.
Yes, when they do that, it's like, what distraction are you guys giving off for? Or what are you guys doing though, you know?
But if you didn't know about chariots, you're gonna know.
Now you're gonna know the real, you know what I mean? The real, what's real though, you know?
And it's just gonna bite you in the ass. You know, so ultimately this world is full of evils. But when Yahushua returns, every eye, every good eye, every bad eye, even those that pierce him, Now, that's talking about reincarnation.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing. The people that did that to them, they're gonna come back in the carnation, you know, in the body though, and they're gonna feel that wrath though, you know.
So don't be like, oh, I didn't know, because let's say those you release those chariot files. What's gonna happen? Now the chariots are gonna make an appearance,
A grand appearance though.
big appearance, and the Epstein files are still gonna come out, but you're gonna play dumb like sick, like, oh, I'm mentally sick. Because of the grievous laws, right? That's why I got that scripture, the grievous laws, because there's people that rape kids and do sick fucking shit, and because of the laws are so grievous, they don't get no time.
No, no, they just so that they will hunt Jake though for sport. It's gonna follow though. They will hunt Jake, so-called Negro, for sport.
Well, I got a sport for you. You want to play? Too fucking bad you're gonna play.
Fishers turn to hunters. That's coming soon, man.
It's called revenge, baby. I'm just a tool, you know. And man, this is a tough thing to say, but in that movie, the Badlands, the Predator, have you guys seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's a bad movie.
It's a bad movie.
It's a bad movie though.
Remember the dad kills the big brother to make the little brother tough,
Yeah, yeah.
and then the little brother kills the fucking dad
At the end, yeah.
for revenge and love for his brother.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying that's a thing, but that's how fucking culture should be.
Yeah.
Like there was only 3 of them, and then towards the end, there was a big bitch coming, or the mom, and he was scared, and he tried to run away. And now they're trying to make it seem like the woman is the most feared thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's always a delusion.
Yeah.
But the thing you should fear is your house side, because he's gonna come back like Revelation 1:7 said.
And he's gonna come on a fathership, no mothership. It's fathership, you know.
And that's when the fishers will become the hunters.
Battle axes, though. You know, he become the battle axes, though. You know, getting all the elite and shit. You know, coming soon, though. You know, and that's what these devils know this. These devils know this, though, man.
Started building those underground bases,
Yeah,
spaceships,
bunkers, you know,
bunkers,
all that stuff. But
under
it tells
the
you,
sea, fucking. There's like the scripture says, there's nowhere you can hide.
it tells you Revelation 6 chapter, though, because the fear of the lion. I believe talking about Yahweh. Yeah, it's talking about Yahweh side, but I think it says it's the fear of the lion, though, or something like that, though. You know.
If you want to get it, that'll be the last one.
Yeah.
But you know, it's because of fear. You know, it's because of fear. That's why you're gonna do the things that you're doing. You'll be like, oh shit, I find out what I did, and they're gonna kill me. You know, because there's something called prison justice. Okay, go ahead.
Revelation 6:16 it says, and said to the mountains of the rocks, fall on us, which are those bunkers, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. Oh, it's the Lamb, not lion, the Lamb. And we know that's the Yahweh side. It says, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
The wrath of the Lamb.
Wrath. And you know, when you think about lambs, though, they're peaceful. They're, you know, they just follow, you know, things like that. But this lamb, Yahweh side, though, is coming to destroy, you know?
Yeah, so
fuck shit up.
What's a lamb? A lamb is a sheep, right? That's baby sheep. And what's a ram? A ram is a full-grown sheep, baby lamb, male. And who do you think would win a fight? A big ox, bull, or a little ram? A fucking ram. People see that shit all the time, especially country folk in those ranchos.
Yeah.
The little ram, that's the wrath of the lamb. They go in, they fucking butt heads, and then the fucking big old giant bull fucking falls and dies.
Yeah.
There's nothing more scary than someone that was peaceful, like the lamb. That's the house I came in peace when you guys fucking slaughtered him.
That's true.
But when he comes back, You're gonna face the wrath of the Lamb.
Yeah, exactly. This is the wrath of the Lamb. And they said, the lambs will be peaceful.
And the wrath of the Lamb doesn't mean that He Himself is gonna put hands on you. He's gonna send us to do it. We're the wrath of the Lamb. Because how do you feel when, let's say we're watching the Passion of the Lord, right, on the movie with Mel Gibson and John Cazale. How do you feel when He's up on that cross? Like, yeah, I know it's the movie, but you know how you feel. You want to get somebody. Even though that's
Mad.
not your house, are you fucking mad? That's the wrath of the Lamb. You suckers.
That's what I say. He that pierced him, you know? Come on now. He's
That's
not
going to
coming.
be amazing. Because He's going to show us what to do. I don't know how it's going to go down exactly, but that's how this movie's going to end. He's going to come back, all the chariots are going to be up in the sky, and let's say there's 9 billion people. A billion people are going to die from just seeing that shit.
So with the heart attacks, right? Well, it tells you in the scriptures, the hearts will drop or melt.
And that's why the Lord made Japhet like that, going back to Japhet. They're going to do the haka dance. That's a response to being scared. Because you can't be brave unless you're scared. So they're going to command some bravery. See, these things that happen all over the world, I can't put them together, and there's no fucking way that I can understand all of them. I don't need to. But when He puts those thoughts in me, I have to, right? So that kind of makes sense, but what else will make sense is everything in the sky is gonna go black. There's gonna be fucking cherry. That's the wrath of the Lamb. That's the wrath of the Lamb. We're the wrath of the Lamb. You yourselves upon each other are the wrath of the Lamb. It's fucked up. This is the wrath of the Lamb.
Yeah, coming out in the scripture. Yeah, exactly.
And whatever's happening to you, whether it's good or bad, count it a blessing. You know? So, is there anything you guys want to say, add on?
That was good.
So that was my lesson, is the world's full of evils. And we went through the different types of evils, the wicked decrees, how women act, how Edomites act, the Hollywood weirdos, the rituals, satanic worship.
We're talking about fucking the serpent and Eve, man.
Mhm. So there's a bunch of wickedness going on in this world, and I hope and pray that you brothers stay strong. You know, keep your families with you. Stay together in camps. Pray for each other. You know, and let your work be done in meekness. You know, so with that, we're going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Double honors to the apostle. Shalom.